Hello, and welcome to the first-time setup of the Modus Operandi project management tool. Today, we're going to go over the basics of how to get the tool set up for the first time. Now let's open the tool. If you're prompted to enable macros, make sure you activate them. When you open up the tool, you will see 6 tabs. The README tab is where you can find help for setting up and maintaining the tool. The dashboard is a place you can check for updates and summaries about the progress of your projects. The Tasks tab is the heart of the tool. This is where all the tasks are defined. The Gantt chart tab is where you'll find a Gantt chart that is automatically generated as you enter information into the tool. The Team tab is where you define your team members. And lastly, the Types of Tasks tab is where you determine the colors that will be used in your Gantt chart, which you can organize based on the phases of the project. Now we're going to set up your first tasks. You will need to define who is part of your team. To do that, go to the Team tab. You'll see that we pre-filled it with some names already. As an example, let's select Sam's name and click Add New Row. You will see that it basically duplicates the row that you have currently selected. Let's replace it with Eric's name. Awesome. Now that the team is defined, let's define the types of tasks. We'll go to the Types of Tasks tab. We've already pre-filled it as well with suggested phases for the project. But let's say you want to add a new row. You're not going to want to touch the Roman numerals on the left side because this will mess up the coding of the chart. Okay, now we'll go back into the Tasks tab to add tasks. The first thing we'll do is fill in the tasks in the Task Name column. Just like in the Team tab, to add a new row, you select any row and click the button Add New Row. It will duplicate the row. Now that you have listed all the tasks you need, you have to fill in the details. In the ID column, you can set an identification number for each task for easier reference for you and your colleagues. In the Type column, you can attribute the appropriate task type based on what you have defined in the Types of Tasks tab. In the Percentage column, you can set the level of progression for each task. You can put 0% for any task that you haven't started yet. The Responsible, Accountable, Supportive, Consulted, and Informed columns make up RASCI. This is a matrix of responsibility. We will link to more information below, but essentially you are defining who will be working on each task and how. In the Location column, you can add the location where the task is expected to take place. You can set whether the task will be done in a specific place or if it will be done remotely. In the Deliverable column, you can list the deliverables that are expected out of each task. Email confirmations are a good deliverable for less tangible tasks. Each task should have at least one deliverable. In the Done column, you simply put 0 if the deliverable hasn't been produced yet. Enter a 1 if it has been completed. In the Comments column, you may add comments on the task if needed. We prefer to use this column to provide details if a task's schedule changes or is late. Now let's fill in the schedule. You will need to enter a start date and the duration of each task. If you want to make tasks dependent on each other, we will include a link in the description so you can learn more about task dependency. Now, if you go to your Gantt chart tab, you will see it has been automatically updated. You can copy and paste it into a document or email. It's best to paste it as an image to maintain the formatting. So that's it for getting your project management tool up and running. We hope you enjoyed this video, and please let us know if you have any questions in the comment section below.